clean today?
7 months clean.
Clean,
It's like
yeah.
almost like in pregnancy, third trimester.
Yeah,
Like,
wow.
I'm going to record like this session so that I learn from it. So
That's
tell
crazy.
me.
7, because April. So May, June, July, August, September, October. Yeah. So today, no, so 7 months. Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. That's good. But anyways, so the point of my story is that this girl, she said, because I've been kind of talking to her, and I never have time to go out with her because I'm always working, and when I am with her, my phone's going from working. She says, she says you have no you enjoy you enjoy no time, like you enjoy. She's from Brazil, and she's like you enjoy no time, and she's like you have money to pay your bills and to live. That's all you need, and I said, yeah, but I want more. I want, I feel selfish saying it, but like, I want I want to drive a nice car. I want to live in a nice house. I want to have nice things. That's just me. Like, but now I feel like my quality of life has taken like a turn for the worse, because all I do is work. Like, I work from the money's controlling me. I'm not controlling the money.
Oh.
And so
you're speed racing.
Yeah, she's like, why, boss? She's like, working. She's like, all this money's not even making you happy because you're miserable because you work so much. And
so what are you going to shift?
Huh?
What are you going to change?
We only talked about this last week, but I've been thinking, I'm like, maybe I don't need to work as much as I do, and maybe I don't need to make as much money as I make, and I cut back and I spend more. Like, I work every single weekend, so I never have a Friday off. I never have a Saturday off. I never have a Sunday off to spend with my family. I never have a night off because I work nights. Like, I go in at 3 p.m. and I don't come home till 2 a.m. And during the day, when I am up, everybody else is already at work, so I'm by myself. So I spend a lot of time by myself, so I'm used to that. That's fine. But I just like, what's the point of having all this money if it doesn't even make me happy?
See, it's not the money. What in life is priorities? What is your number one thing you want in your life?
And I know that answer to that.
What is that?
The number one, right now in my life, the number one thing I want in my life is a family.
So I'm going to come back to like what I saw in me, so you'll understand. I was in that place in 2007. Okay, I was living paycheck to paycheck. I hated that. I never want to be lagging behind so that I worry about mortgage.
Mm-hmm.
I had nothing in my savings. I could not get ahead of myself.
Correct.
I was still in debt. But one thing I also wanted was a balance, because I found immediately when I brought this to my husband's attention, he says, honey, you can kick back when you retire. And that's when it dawned on me, if I die, he has $1 million policy. His debt is going to be paid off and he's going to live in luxury. Okay. And my kids would be taken care of. And the only person I really am working for is for me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking how stupid I am, not even enjoying a little piece of my time.
Yeah.
When I'm working to make everybody around me comfortable. Because if I suddenly die, my problems also goes away. I don't have debt.
Exactly.
And they are well off.
Once you go, like, your problems are gone.
Yes. And your solution is also gone.
Yeah.
So that's when it dawned on me. I was watching a file. It's on forensic files. I don't know whether it makes a connection to you, but for me, for that matter, that time it made a difference. This girl is overworking.
Yeah.
And she has a little daughter. I don't know whether you watched the episode. So the boss, right, tells her the baby girl cannot hang out with her. She
Mhm.
has to be outside, just like a mill,
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
in a
yeah, yeah,
factory. I
yeah,
don't know whether they watched it. So she has to be outside of the room
yeah.
and play by herself. The daughter, because it's a big parking lot, brings her toys and she sits in the parking lot and playing with her toy. So she wouldn't be in their way. And there is a little kid who is like 19 years old, comes rushing out, backs out his truck, mauls this girl, runs her over, and he just takes off. He doesn't even know he caused it. This girl immediately, goes into a brain injury,
Ah,
and then she's paralyzed for life. And when she recovers, they have no idea what happened to her. And the mom, goes through her recovery and stuff. Accidentally, one day, she brings her back to work, and she looks at the other kid and goes into seizures. So she could see him in the rear view mirror,
yeah,
in his driver mirror. He didn't even know he caused it. That's when the mom understands the connection.
yeah,
She
yeah.
sues the company. But what for me that meant was she was working to support her daughter. She was a single mother. The exact person she needs to protect was the one affected by this old girl.
Correct.
And now she's spending her lifetime being her personal care.
Yeah, yeah,
So essentially, that is in a nutshell what we are doing,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I was thinking the exact people I need to make them feel comfortable are all going to be happy whether I'm alive or dead.
Correct.
Okay. My husband is saying, "Oh, don't worry, you can kick back when you retire." But the way I'm working, I'll probably be kicking back in a nursing home, paying, what is it called, that bingo game.
Yeah, please.
I'm like saying, is
Bingo.
this what I
Bingo.
want?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So I decided that day when I had my conversation with him, he had no clue about my priority. That's the reason I'm. So I said, one thing that really is important for me is to spend some time every day with my spiritual connection. I went to the Hindu temple. Interestingly, the only time I could spare was lunchtime.
Yeah.
Hindu temple closes exactly 12 to 1.
Oh,
So I decided, okay, I went to the nearest Christ, it's called Betania,
yeah.
Roman Catholic. And they said, oh, we need a babysitter for Jesus, meaning like it's adoration chapel. They wanted a commitment time from everybody for 1 hour to watch him. Okay. I mean, I loved it the way they said it. Like they don't say it that way. They said 1 hour commitment. To me, I'm babysitting baby Jesus,
Yeah.
and he is in the form of bread. What better
Yeah, 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 yeah,
associate
yeah, yeah.
his lunchtime and my lunchtime. I said I'm going to make a commitment. So every Monday afternoon, I made a commitment to sit with him 12 to 1. And you know what he did? He gave me everything I wanted. It's like it reset my life in such a way. The Monday became Tuesday, and then Tuesday became Wednesday. Now I spend one whole day with Rudra meditation, but all started with Jesus. I understood his energy. I understood how sweet he was.
Yeah.
How his mom, Mary engaged with me. She came to me as Black Madonna. And then I felt so cherished in this relationship. I told him, hey, I cannot have you as anybody closer, just as a friend is fine. He says, I mean, I'm just paraphrasing, I don't have that much of a commitment to Christianity, but he's equally sweet. I
Yeah.
love going
Yeah.
there. And when my kids were growing up, they were doing healing sessions. So I used to bring all my stuffed animals with my kids, and they would bless.
God bless them.
Healing session is all the blessing for the teddy bears. And then we will, and then now when I go to RudraYoga, that's the same thing I'm carrying on. But now Wednesday is my day with God.
Yes.
But like it started all with my commitment, 1 hour
Yeah.
for lunch.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I am bringing it up as something to look into for you. You need to put away 1 hour for yourself, doing whatever you love.
Once a day.
But it would put you back your spirit, because this is
1 hour a day.
to start off with.
Okay.
Because what happens is, by chance, you're not in body, right? You need to know who as a soul you are.
Yeah.
And sometimes I feel I'm so afraid of me, to be alone.
Yeah.
So I want to create a breathing space where even if I'm not in physical body, I will anchor my soul into one space where I can go and breathe and be myself. So sometimes, even if I'm not there physically, I will visit in my mind that space. And so I started
like
with
meditation.
Jesus. It's almost like mind meditation.
Yeah.
So the next level I went to after that is I meditated with my Lakshmi temple.
Yeah.
And then she actually blessed me with a sweet memory meditation where by doing it that way, she created this sweetness in me that's like oxytocin. I feel so loved, like afterwards I could pass it on to others.
Yeah.
When they come sit with me, I give them the same time of my life, because people usually they say when they engage with me, it feels so nice. It's like visiting a family. Many people, actually, this girl, she bought this in top hatter. It's like $4. She says, "I want you to wear it. I bought it for you," And somebody gave me bangles. See, what I'm saying is by creating a space for them in your heart, you're essentially taking them with you wherever you go.
Wherever you go.
Whether it's a God or human.
Yeah.
And I feel God shows it in human kindness.
Well, God acts
through the human.
Acts human.
And sometimes, there was a guy here. He actually went to federal prison after 3 years of being clean. And he initially used to be very sarcastic with me. So he was being taken away. He knew he was going to jail. He came here. He sat with me. He says, he was trying to say how appreciative he was. I said, I also appreciate him. He says, no, I don't want you to talk. I want you to listen to me. He says, when you said the anklets and the wisdom follows, remember that story I told you? One leg is man. He says, I might spend another 3 years in prison, but you know what? I'm going to bring your wisdom with me. And that's enough for me. And I was thinking, even that little thing was so healing for me.
Yeah.
And next day I read about, he didn't tell me he was going to jail. He says it's good. My pastor's catching up with me. That's all he said. Then I see the newspaper. He was in the hearing next day. The judge ordered him to spend 3 years.
3 years.
For cocaine charges. But you know what? By him telling me the day before, I would have felt bad for him, but I felt nice knowing we connected in some way.
Exactly, and you helped him for the
next 3 years. He has a plan. So I feel sometimes we don't even know how we influence another person
people.
buying it. Because if you're not in the right place at the right time, that's why Woody Allen says everything is in life is about showing up at the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
Because that's how I get most of my job. Mass General, I showed up at the right place at the right time, got into fellowship. It's like, it's all about timing in life.
Timing is everything.
If you give God his time, he gives you time of your life. Seriously, So I feel, don't worry. Just commit to 1 hour. That's all.
Okay.
Doing something you really love.
For 1 hour.
And then don't feel rushed.
Yeah.
Because we're rushed to get nowhere.
I hate being rushed. I'm always rushed. I don't like it. Yeah. So, yeah.
So let's make a commitment, you and me.
Yes, I will.
And I hope you come to that Rafa yoga with me.
Huh?
I hope you every Wednesday. Remember I was telling you about steam sauna?
Yeah.
I hope you come and join
Well,
me.
I work, but I'll try.
This whole Wednesday I'm going to plan that.
Oh, that's
for
good.
all our recovery group.
Good.